Something hilarious happened after my son died. I have two incredible children, a boy and a girl. My son was probably the only teenage boy in the world who didn't give his mother endless grief. Sometimes my stomach muscles would get sore from how much he'd make me laugh. He was just about to turn 20 when he died in a freak accident at his job. We were all obviously devastated, but I think my daughter was hit the hardest. She's a couple years younger than my son and has always looked up to him, and he was always so kind and protective of her. The accident happened over the summer, while my daughter had a part-time job at a doggy daycare. She'd been excelling at her job and was really enjoying hanging out with puppies all day, but understandably everything changed when her brother died. After she took a week off in the immediate aftermath, she still didn't feel ready to go back, which her father and I completely understood and supported. We helped her draft a text to her boss explaining how grateful she was for the opportunity, but that she needed to spend some time with her family and do some grief counseling. Luckily, her workplace really walks the walk when they talk about how everyone there is a family, so they had nothing but condolences and good wishes and promises that she could come back whenever she was ready. It was very kind of them. The next day, there was a knock on the door while we were having lunch. It was a teenage girl with a huge bouquet of flowers. She said she was from the doggy daycare and that everyone there had heard about our loss and they were so sorry. My daughter and my husband came over to take this huge vase of flowers. We were all really touched. But then the girl said, "What breed was he?" I realize now that there must have been some kind of miscommunication at the daycare and she thought we were clients who had lost her dog. But in the moment I was so thrown and confused that I just said, "Human." That poor girl. I will never forget the look on her face. She was mortified and stuttering apologies, and meanwhile my husband had to duck back into the hallway because he could not hide that he was starting to laugh. As soon as the delivery girl left, we all just cracked up, even my daughter, and periodically for the rest of the day one of us would remember it and say "human," and we'd all start laughing again. I feel terrible for how I embarrassed that girl, but I hope she knows that she brought a little light into our life at such a hard time. It was amazing to see my daughter smile again.